Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuraida Adliana binti Najib, matric number 281602. So today I will be presenting about our executive summary. First is business profile. So Golden Spa is basically a business that sells trendy new massage oils, aromatherapy and affordable massage oil. It is available for both gender and also it is suitable for many ages. There are different types of massage oil. It is a brand fit for people who are recovering from injury or people who have a condition that needs special attention. We also target people who are working in a stressful environment. Next is objective of business plans. Why we make business plan? Firstly, it is to brief and explain more about our company. All the main information regarding the finance and everything were written in the business plans. This is to attract more investors to invest in our company. By doing that, we really hope our investor out there can see our potential to expand in a few more years. Secondly is to plan and control over the activities management for build up the performance. By doing that, we will able to spot the difficulties in the production, deliveries and many more. Lastly, it is to help us to be better in our business. Is company and business value. As we are growing more, so it is important for us to define our values. These are 5 core values that we live by. Firstly, be passionate and determined. It will give us a significant advantage that we can stay one step ahead of our customer. Secondly, we always need be humble and sincere. With humility, our business can show our strength by involving others in talks and decisions. Thirdly, it always discipline. It is because discipline can guarantee that staffs to act properly at work and follow our business and organizational law and regulation. Fourth is always explore new things. We will try to exploit new ideas in order to improve our product and so on. Lastly is commitment to our customer. This is because we want to give the finest customer experience possible, and it is our business service must be able to meet the needs and demand of our customer. Golden Spa was established for the purpose of beauty and health. We sell and provide the highest quality of the massage oil and that's suitable for many ages. Our vision is becoming a well-known spa that sells a good quality of massage oil. Our mission is to provide therapy and help to all people while achieving the target sales and profit in less than 5 years. As you can see in the slide, there is organization chart of Golden Spa. Sabrina Atiqah binti Sobirin has been appointed as our Chief Executive Officer. Her responsibilities are including making the major decision, manage all the operation and all the resources of this business. Next is Asma Husna binti Arshad. She is the VP of Sales and Marketing. She needs to generate all the sales and also manage the marketing. Next is our product manager has been appointed to Siti Fathiyah binti Saad. She need to manage all the product and go through all the life cycle. Next is Nurul Syazwina binti Jailuddin. She is our account manager. She will deal with few small accounts regarding the finance. Lastly is inventory clerk, which is Nuraida Adliana binti Najib. She is responsible to keeping the track of all the products.
Hi, I'm Asma Husna with Arshad. Matrix number given is 280710. So I continue with market analysis summary, which are market segmentation and market needs. First, market segmentation is market that practice of dividing target market into approachable groups. So, for our business create subsets of a market based on demographic and geographic segmentation. For demographic segmentation, we focus on male and female by age 13 years old and above, and for target income level is 80 ringgits and above. For geographic segmentation, Golden Spa solely rely on internet-based platforms. Golden Spa employ an online platform so that many people in many regions may access our massage oil as long as they have internet access. And is it not just for students, workers, and residents in our areas, so that housewives could also purchase our product with this, as they do not have to physically visit to the store. Next, market needs. As we know, market need is a marketing concept that relates to the functional of emotional needs or desires of target market. So here is SWOT analysis of Golden Spa that analyzing the brand by its strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. In Golden Spa analysis, and strengths and weakness are the internal factors, whereas opportunities and their external factors. Here is our SWOT analysis for strengths. We have the business has an extensive understanding of many massages oil kinds. The business provides an excellent client service. Prices offered by the business are reasonable, and the business has a developed base and mobile telecommunication networks and internet. Then, the weakness of Golden Spa is the business is an new entrance in the new market. Thus, business is lacking in terms of information of the competitors. There is only a little amount of advertising for the firms and its products, and the business does not have any historical cost to refer for budgeting. However, this is opportunities for Golden Spa, which are online platform that allows us to reach out to more potential customers, and business has a potential for future growth as a real-on message oil. Lastly, threat for Golden Spa is there are strong competitors in the market, since we still are beginners in this business and they have more experience and money to invest in their product.
Hello, my name is Sabrina Atiqah, binti Sobirin, metric number 280934, and now I'm going to continue with strategy and implementation summary. First of all, I'm going to start with marketing strategy. The 4 P's of marketing, which are product, price, place, and also promotion, are all covered in a comprehensive marketing strategy. So now I'm going to continue with the first P, which is product. The product that the Golden Spa offered is massage oil, which focus on people who are recovering from injury and also on people who are working in a stressful environment. Besides that, packaging and labeling are also included with the goods, as we are also focusing on the quality of the massage oil in order to make sure that the massage oil did not bring any harm to the customer's wellness. The product came in with 3 different blends, each of which is utilized for a particular purpose. Next, I'm going to move on to the second P of the marketing, which is price. The prices of massage oil on offer are reasonable, competitive, and in line with market rates as assessed by the competitors. In terms of pricing strategy, we have decided on a price based on the cost price, the cost, and the price competitiveness. Next, the third P of the marketing is place. So, Golden Spa has decided to operate as an online business, which means that anyone that have internet access are able to connect with our business through our website. This encourages the establishment of the business across the country, including in Sabah and Sarawak. Next, the last P of the marketing is promotion. We have decided to design our own brochures and postcards, as both options are the best way to introduce our product and also its benefits to our customers and also potential customers. Besides that, we are also gonna make our own online cards that we will give to every first purchase by our customers, which they will get a free bottle of massage oil if that card is already full of stamps. Next, I'm going to present on sales forecast and strategy. Understanding how sales forecast function will assist our business in achieving its sales target more efficiently and profitably. As we can see on this slide, this table presents the sales forecast in year for all the 3 brands that offered by the Golden Spa. For budgeted sales in unit, for brand A is 240, for brand B 228 units, and for brand C is 216 units. For total budgeted sales for all these 3 brands in Ringgit Malaysia are RM 8,196. Next, I'm going to explain more further regarding the sales forecast for all these 3 brands respectively. The first one is the sales forecast for brand A. As we can see, the budgeted sales in unit from January until December are constant, which is 20 units. The selling price also constant, which is RM 12 ringgit for each unit. And the total budgeted sales are also constant from January until December, which is RM 240 ringgit for each month. The total budgeted sales in a year is RM 2,880 ringgit. The second one is the sales forecast for brand B. The budgeted sales in unit for brand B are also constant from January to December, which is 19 units. The selling price per unit are RM 11 ringgit. And the total budgeted sales per month is RM 209 ringgit. And this is also constant from January to December. The total budgeted sales are in a year are RM 2,508 ringgit. The last one is the sales forecast for brand C. As we can see, the budgeted sales in unit are also constant from the January to December, which is 18 units. The selling price per unit are RM 13, and the total budgeted sales per month is RM 234 ringgit. The total budgeted sales per year is RM 2,808 ringgit for brand C. So, why do the business estimate that the units sold will remain constant for the every following month from the current month sold? This is because the business confronts challenges as a result of lack of information regarding the competitors, and the business itself do not have any historical costs to refer to, as the Golden Spa is a brand new business. As for the demand, according to American Massage Therapy Association (AMTA) and the International Massage Association (IMA), countries such as Indonesia, India, Singapore, and importantly Malaysia are witnessing an increase in disposable income of consumers. Consumers are anticipated to boost their spending on massage therapy as work pressures rise and their lifestyles become more chaotic. However, as a brand new business, rather than expecting a rapid increase in our sales, we aim to stay steady and ensure that our product have an appropriate place in the market as we present them to the customers.
Hello, my name is Nurul Syazwina binti Jailuddin. My metric number is 281550. I will be presenting budgeted cash flow statement and balance sheet. Firstly, statement of budgeted cash flow. Cash flow is the movement of money in and out of company. From this statement of cash flow, we can see that this statement contains of 2 components, which are cash received and cash disbursement. Cash received represent inflows, while money disbursement represent outflow. The cash statement is a financial statement that reports on a company's sources and usage of cash over a specific time period. A company cash flow is typically categorized as cash flow from operation, investing, and financing. Cash flow statement is important as it tells the company where the money went and can help the company focus on creating excess cash. Cash flow statement also often provide better key performance indicator than profit or loss statement. Lastly, the importance of cash flow statement is to help the financing decisions. Based on what we can see from the slide, we can see that our company, Golden Spa sales revenue or cash received from customer is maintained the same as 2,049 ringgit in each quarters. This is because our company is targeted to sell the same amount of product in each quarters. Move on to cash disbursement. We have salaries, utilities, advertising costs, shipping and delivery costs, cash paid to customer, and lastly we have sales commissions. Salaries and utilities is the same in each quarters, which are RM 150 ringgit and 90 ringgit respectively. Advertising costs are RM 10 ringgit, which we decide to only do once in a first quarter. Shipping and delivery costs are RM 171 is also the same in each quarters. Cash pay to supplier is the same for the third last quarter because for the first quarter, our company decided not to pay any cash to the supplier. Sales commission is RM 342 ringgit, also the same in each quarters. Next, we go to projected balance sheet. A balance sheet is a financial statement that reports company's asset, liabilities, and shareholder equity. The balance sheet is one of the three core financial statements that are used to evaluate a business. It provides a snapshot of company's finance as the date of publication. The balance sheet adheres to an equation that equates asset with sum of liabilities and equities. Fundamental analysis use balance sheet to calculate financial ratio. On the slide, we can see Golden Spa doesn't have any non-current asset. This is because our company is based on online platform, so we don't need any non-current asset yet. For current asset, we have cash and inventory. For 2,724 ringgit, and inventories we have 162 ringgit. The total asset is 2,916 ringgit. Next, we go to equity and liabilities. For equity, we have share capital and net profit for 2,050 ringgit and 1,766 ringgit respectively. Share capital is the contribution of each member, which each member contribute RM 50 ringgit per quarter. Total equity is 2,016 ringgit. For liabilities, we don't have any non-current liabilities yet. For current liabilities, we only have account payable for 900 ringgit, and this show total liabilities is 900 ringgit. And the total of equity and liabilities is 2,916 ringgit. From this, we can see that Golden Spa have a strong condition because our total asset is more than our total liabilities. That's all from me. Now I will pass back the presentation to Siti Nur Adlyn Fathiyah.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Adlyn Fathiyah binti Saad with metric number 281533. I will present about financial planning and financial statement. This is the input that will be used in financial statement. Firstly is the capital of the business. The capital was collected 50 ringgit per person and the business have 5 partners. So the total capital is 250 ringgit. Next is purchase cost per product. We have 3 companies of a product which are brand A, brand B and brand C. Brand A is 5 ringgit per unit, brand B is 4 ringgit per unit, brand C is 6 ringgit per unit. The business purchased 20 units from all brands every month. Next is the variable expense, which consists shipping and delivery costs and sales commission. The business unit sold is 684 units. Shipping and delivery cost is 1 ringgit per unit, so the total shipping and delivery cost is 684 ringgit. While sales commission is 2 ringgit per unit and the total sales commission is 1,368. The total variable expense is 2,052 ringgit. Last but not least, in the input section, we have 3 fixed expense, which are salaries, utilities and advertising costs. Salaries per month is 50 ringgit per and 600 per year. Utilities is 30 ringgit per month and 360 ringgit per year. Lastly, the advertising cost is done once for a year and costs 10 ringgit. Next is the break-even analysis. Firstly, the input of break-even analysis is the total sales of 684 units is 6,996 ringgit. The variable for 684 units is 2,052 ringgit. So, to get contribution margin cost, we should minus total sales with variable expense. We will get 4,944 ringgit as contribution margin. The contribution margin need to minus with fixed expenses to get 3,979 ringgit as operating income. From this information, we can obtain sales, the variable expenses and contribution margin per unit. Sales per unit is 10 ringgit 23 cents. Variable expense per unit is 3 ringgit and contribution margin per unit is 7 ringgit 23 cents. So the percentage of contribution margin is 70.67% from sales. So next we go to the break-even analysis in unit. We must use the formula that is sales equal to variable expense plus fixed expenses plus profit. So the profit is equal to 0 in break-even analysis. So we just replace the quantity with Q. We will use sale and variable per unit into the formula. So Q equal to 970 divided by 7.23 and we got 134.19903. So it is we should round off it become 135 units. Okay, so for break-even analysis in sales, we use the same formula, but this time we should replace sales with X. So we use percentage in variable expenses, which is 29.33%. So X equal to 970 divided by 70.67%. So the answer would be 1,372 ringgit 60 cents for break-even analysis in sales. Okay, next is projected statement of profit and loss. So it shows the sales from different brand, which is brand A, brand B and brand C. Okay, sales for brand A is 12 ringgit times 240 units equal to 2,880 ringgit. So for brand B is 11 ringgit times 228 units equal to 2,508 ringgit. So for brand C is 13 ringgit times 216 units. So we got 2,808 ringgit. Total sales is 8,196 ringgit. Cost of goods sold for brand A is 5 ringgit times 240 unit equal to 1,200 ringgit. Brand B is 4 ringgit times 228 unit equal to 912 ringgit. Brand C is 6 ringgit times 206 unit equal to 1,296 ringgit. So total cost of goods sold is 3,408 ringgit. We need to minus total sales and cost of goods sold, and we got 4,788 ringgit as a gross profit. For operating expenses, we have advertising cost, which is 10 ringgit, utilities cost 360 ringgit, salaries 600, sales commission 1,368 ringgit, and shipping and delivery, which is 684 ringgit. The total of operating expenses is 3,022 ringgit. So the gross profit need to be minus with operating expenses, and we will get 1,766 as a net profit. So now I will present about the business ratio. Firstly, liquidity ratios that have two types, which is current ratio and quick ratios. Current ratio formula is current assets 2,960 ringgit divided by current liability 900 ringgit. The ratios is 3.24. So the interpretation of the ratios for the ratio is 3 ringgit 24 cent of current asset for each 1 ringgit current liability. It means that the business does use the current assets efficiently. Next, for quick ratios, we use formula current asset minus inventory, which is 2,724 ringgit, divided by current liabilities 900 ringgit, and the ratios is 3.03. It means that 3 ringgit and 3 cents of current assets after deducting the inventory's value for each ringgit current liability. It shows that the business is non-conservative as the current asset used to expand the business. After that, we have two types of long-term solvency ratios, which are total debt ratios and debt equity ratio. Total debt ratios formula is total asset minus total equity that equal to 900 ringgit and divide by total asset 2,916 ringgit. So the ratios is 0.3086. This means that only 30.86% was funded by the creditor. In other words, it means that the business need to use 30.86% of their asset to repay all their debt. For debt equity ratio, the formula is total debt 900 ringgit divided by equity 2,016 ringgit. The total debt ratio is 0.4464. It means only 45 cents of debt for every 1 ringgit equity. It means a company relies almost twice on equity to drive growth than it done on debt. The last ratio from turnover ratio, that is inventory turnover ratio, the formula is cost of goods sold, which is 3,408 ringgit divided by inventory 192 ringgit. So the ratio is 70.75. When we round off, it becomes 18 times. It means that the business are able to sell the inventory quickly and manage the inventory efficiently. And that's all from our group. Thank you.